What's up, everybody? What is going on? It is freaking Monday, the 7th of March. I'm getting old, guys. Just a couple more days away from my birthday, and I'll be 41 years old. Whew, I swear, I feel like the markets age you a lot quicker than like just normal time, guys. I swear. I hope your guys' day is going well. My name is Tank. In today's video, we're going to be covering a bunch of things that are happening not only in the Cosmos ecosystem, but we're going to be talking about what's happening in traditional markets and the regular crypto market. I'm joined by my partner, Nick. Nick, say good morning.
Good morning, yo.
Hopefully you guys can all hear Nick. Let us know, guys. Sometimes I screw that up. Hopefully I didn't just look like a doofus there. Please let me know that you guys can hear Nick or not. Real quick shout out to everybody. What's up, Sam? What's up, Oscar? What's up, man? Noah, what's going on, guys? What is up, fam? What is going on? I know a lot of you guys might be like, oh, nail biting times. Things are kind of looking weird out there in the market. We're going to kind of bring everything together in today's stream. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything, to be honest with you. Market structure, market conditions, global, or should I say, I'll just say global issues at hand. And we're going to give you guys our insight. We're going to tell you guys how we're playing things, the things that we're paying attention to in today's stream. I'll be doing all of that good stuff. But before we do, if you guys would do us a huge favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, especially if you're new here, guys. If you are new here, please do us a favor, do yourself a favor, subscribe to the channel. Go tell your mama, tell your auntie, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell everybody you guys know, come subscribe. I promise you guys it's in your best interest, because once we hit 1,000 subscribers, and we're almost there, aren't we, Nick? We're almost there. We're like at 920-ish or something subscribers.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
We're really close, guys. Super, super close. But when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving away to 2 lucky individuals pretty big bags of crypto. Guys, I was just talking to Nick, little alpha. I was just talking to Nick earlier before we went live in our stream prep that I was actually thinking about doubling it for each individual, guys. And it's already a pretty big bag. So I don't know. It just depends on what happens. It's raining. The markets are being weird. If my coffee is really good and things start turning around, we start having a really good stream, or you guys can just convince me into it. We might just do it. But either way, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, guys, we're giving away to 2 lucky individuals pretty big bags of crypto. All you have to do is be a current subscriber, and I promise you guys, right when we hit 1,000 subscribers, get a grip, Tank. We're going to cut it off. We're going to make the announcement. We're going to do the live stream. We'll pull some winners, and it could be you. It could be you. All you have to do is be a nice, supportive person. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. And then think about this, guys. Not only are you guys scratching our backs, but we're scratching yours and everybody else in the Cosmos ecosystem as well, because the more people that see these videos, the more exposure the Cosmos ecosystems get. And you guys know the Cosmos ecosystem is the best place to be. So it's kind of like, it's a win-win for everything, right? Right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is, guys. So let's go ahead and jump on into things. And also before we do all that, I know I'm promoting, guys, but we're so close. We're so close to 1,000. Do us a favor. You see this handle right here on Twitter, IBC_gang. That is our official channel profile on Twitter. If you guys would retweet this right here, do you have the link? Can you share them the link, Nick? I can do it, but I got a million other things up right here and I don't want to screw it up. If you guys would share this, share our tweet that we just put out there, letting everybody know to come check out the live stream. Yep. We got giveaways happening all over the place. You guys know we do giveaways on Twitter. We do giveaways on the live stream. We do giveaways in our Discord. Check all of that stuff out. Now, enough shilling, enough self-promoting, because I know you guys aren't here for that. Let's go ahead and jump on into the topics at hand. The first thing we're going to cover, guys, is BTC. I promise you, we're not going to stay too long on all of these topics that are outside of the Cosmos ecosystem. I know you guys are here for the Cosmos information, but we got to cover what's happening, and I kind of want to give you guys my thoughts. Right now, we just threaded back up into $39,000. As you guys can see right here, $39,000. We are going through the motion in the ocean. We're all in the same. We're not all in the same boat. I hate when people say that phrase, because we're not. We're not all in the same boat. Different strokes, different folks. We're all in the same storm, but we're not in the same boat. Okay, guys? We're all facing the same big, terrible storm, hurricane that's out there. And we're all going through the same emotion in the oceans, but we're not all in the same boat. It's just the motion in the ocean. It's what happens, guys, when you guys get in the deep, dark blue ocean out there where you can get all these gains. You're going to see these volatilities. So don't go freaking out, guys. I know some of you guys that just now, and this is your first voyage out to open sea, and you guys are like, I bought the top. This sucks. I don't like it. Welcome to crypto. like I hate to seem, you know, mean about it, but welcome to crypto. This is the price you pay for the massive gains that you could potentially make in the world of crypto. So as you guys are going through, you know, crypto Twitter, YouTube, whatever it is, guys, please, even though I'm on YouTube, but I'm telling you guys this right now, ignore the FUD. Do your own research, come up with your own conclusions. But I'm telling you guys right now, I've been in this sea for a while. I've been on my voyage for a while, and I have learned that this is just another part of the voyage. I just kind of want to put that out for you guys, just to let you guys know. I know a lot of people are calling for $20,000 Bitcoin. You know, some people are saying that this is it. There's going to be global moves that happen and stuff like that. I've already showed you guys a couple of times before. Let me zoom out. Let me just zoom out. this is on a daily, okay? This is on Bitcoin's daily chart. Let me just share with you guys what we got going on here. Oh, actually, I lied. This is not the right Bitcoin chart. I have a couple of different Bitcoin charts. Let me share with you guys right here. Actually, let me just go to the monthly, make it easy, or maybe the weekly's easier. Let me go here. This is the long overall chart, right? Guys, we know the average moves below the 200 SMA. And if you just look at this chart, what is it doing? Just take all this noise out. What is it doing? Throughout. And this isn't the first time we've gone to war or had like major setbacks in the markets and stuff like that. We've had housing crashes and all this other stuff and instability in the markets before. Guys, it has been up and to the right the whole freaking time. I know when we zoom in on the daily, or even, you know, especially the hourlies, it looks like a bunch of volatility. It looks like, and it is, I'm not taking away from that. It's a bunch of hard volatility. But if you are actual investors, if you guys have a long enough time horizon, if you zoom out when you're in doubt, because there's a reason why we say that. If you zoom out, let's go to the weekly, and you have a long enough time horizon, look at this red line right here. This is it right here. This is the truth. This is the truth, okay? I know you guys might be like, but let's put it in perspective. You see that white line I just put out there? The only people in this big chart right here that are in the hurt right now are these small amount of people that bought up here. Now, I'm not saying that we can't dip down further, but I just want to put perspective on it, right? All the naysayers, all the FUD promoters, all the blah, 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 you know, opinion pieces that get put out there. The charts don't lie. Numbers don't lie. That's why I love math. That's why I love statistics. That's why I love doing all this stuff for you guys. Charts don't lie. If you have a long enough time horizon, you'll be A-okay based on the charts. Not my personal opinion, based on the charts, guys. So I just kind of want to put that out there for you guys. Real quickly, let's go ahead and talk about some Bitcoin TA. Actually, I should have shared, forgive me, Blue. I should have shared Blue's, and I don't have it up here, but we went over it on Friday's live stream where he was telling us that we have a likely chance to break up and or down right now. I'm not telling you guys, yeah, we could go up, we could go down, but like seriously, the way that we're in this daily chart right here, we could see ourselves breaking up or breaking down. Like I said before, the average move below the 200 SMA, if we do not actually catch momentum back to the upside, could bring us down from the 200 SMA 36.45%, which would bring us all the way down to $30,617. That is the average place that we could start finding a floor based on actual price action in the past for Bitcoin, guys. This is not just me pulling a rabbit out of the hat and telling you guys my weirdo opinion. This is literally math on the charts for you guys to follow. If the 200 SMA does not hold up, and it hasn't so far, and we dip down further like we've seen in the past, we can expect on average, based on what's happened in the past, for that to be 36,045% below the 200 SMA, which is this yellow line right here. Again, if you just measure it out, where's my measuring stick? That brings us, give or take, this isn't exactly, guys, right about to that line, 36.65%. Again, just happens to line up with previous support and or resistance in the past. So again, that should be a good place for us to start really eyeballing going forward. I'm not telling you guys to put all of your eggs in a basket right there on that white line. I'm telling you, if you practice DCA strategy, like I do, which is always in fours, this is where I would start deploying capital. Not financial advice, just what I'm doing for my long-term bags, guys. Let me, I'm so unprofessional right here. This is where I would put my first buy. I would put a second buy here, which would be reinforcing my earlier positions that I bought. This would be my third buy, and this would be my fourth buy. Now, I don't think I'm going to get these buys down here, but that's what DCAing is. I don't know where the bottom is. I don't know where the top is, but I do know by average on what the charts has shown me that a good place to start deploying capital would be right around $30,898. I'm sorry, $30,893. That's the truth of it all. Let's go on into Ethereum real quick, guys. Ethereum, I'm going to show you guys the same thing, basically the same strategy that I just showed you guys with Bitcoin. I could do trend lines and all this other stuff and Fibonacci retracements, but guys, I really do believe in this 200 SMA strategy. As you guys can see here, based on previous price action in the past, when the 200 SMA does not hold up as support, not from the top, but from when the 200 SMA actually fails to hold as support and stays below it for at least 20 days or more, we could expect, based on previous price actions in the chart, long-lasting data, guys, 48.88% is what we're looking at. That brings us to this white line right here, which is $18,076. Do I think we're actually going to get there? I don't know, but I mean, based on math, based on what the chart's telling me right here, if we do, that's where I'm going to be if I want some more ETH, deploying capital to start DCAing or using my DCA strategy. Again, guys, I do it in fours, and I always reinforce my positions, whatever it is. Like say I buy 100 at my first buy, which would be at this white line right here. On the next buy, my second buy, which would be obviously lower, it's going to be 200. I'm going to be reinforcing my positions with more positions. That's how you do it in real war. You guys got to remember, you're at war when you're looking at your charts. You're at war with everybody else's emotions. When you're looking at green and red candles, you are fighting other people's sentiment. You are fighting emotions within the market. And that's what you're actually really doing, guys. So treat it as war. Protect your assets, just like you would be protecting your soldiers or your own life in that scenario, right, guys? You'd want to have overwhelming firepower in your positions, in your portfolio. So if you're going to be buying an asset, if you're DCAing, again, not financial advice, this is just me, I'm going to be bringing more soldiers to that front line if that front line gets compromised. So first buy order, second buy order, third buy order is going to be even more than the first and second. And then the fourth one's going to be the big daddy. Like I'm bringing all the troops. I'm buying it. I'm bringing all the troops. I'm reinforcing. That way, if I'm not right, because I don't know where the bottom is, I don't know where the top is, even though we are going from years of data off the 200 SMA, and this is telling me that this should be a good place for us to start finding a floor area. If for argument's sake, I'm wrong and we wick down below, because all wicks matter, I want to be able to catch that. I want to be able to ladder in my positions by DCAing. And so again, if I'm reinforcing positions with more positions, my average buy isn't going to be here. It's going to be here. And it's going to be strong AF going forward. So again, guys, not financial advice. Just kind of want to share with you guys how I'm looking at the markets for Bitcoin and Ethereum going forward. Real talk, guys, if we come down, we could come down to 48.88% from the 200 SMA, not holding up, which again, obviously is this yellow line right here. We have not been holding up for some time. If we fail and we do not recapture this trend line to the upside, we only have one touch to, I guess you can say, let me actually bring this in here, guys. I guess you can say, excuse me, it's all wonky. I guess you can say this trend line, this white line that I have right here, we have one touch, two, I guess you could call that a third touch, 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's a pretty good 4 because we wicked through it, but it's still maintained. It's still in play. It came back up into it, so I let it be. It's still on my chart. I didn't even move it. I'm not moving it for the bottom part of here. It's still in play, and we are just below it right now. Time is telling us, if we're looking at the charts, this trend line to the upside has still been used to kind of thread right now with price action for ETH. So don't just because people preach like you got to move your trend lines and stuff like that. Patience is a virtue. Just leave it there for a little while. See what happens. See if it comes back into play. See if it maintains its relevance on the charts. We could thread it and it'd be absolutely fine doing this. This is fine to do it. It doesn't have to be exact. We could just thread in and out of that trend line, work our way back up into this downward. I don't want to say it's a downwards. I guess it's more angled downwards as a wedge pattern, but whatever. We can come back into this wedge pattern. And we are coming to the end of it. We are coming to the end of it if we do find support and come back into it. And we're going to have to make a decision. Are we going to break down further, or are we actually going to break back up? Again, you measure the moves and usually is the way you enter into a wedge pattern is the way that you exit a wedge pattern. So I do want to put it out there to you guys. The way that we came in obviously is to the downside, but we typically look for 5 touches or a squeeze of 5 in a wedge pattern. We don't really have that here. We have like, I guess you could call this one where we start here, 2, 3, 4. I guess actually no, I don't know how to count. 5, no. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it there. Guess you could call that 5, but we are gonna make a move here. Probably this week, to be honest with you, especially with the when is it, Nick? The 15th?
Yeah, the 15th.
With the Fed making their decision on the 15th. Yeah, let me. I was thinking about that, guys. Probably within this week, we're gonna figure out if we're gonna break down or up. With the Fed coming out with their announcement on the 15th and having their meeting, even with the war and all that stuff, we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure out what we're going to be doing. And that's when you actually want to be ready for the move. Okay. I did make another trend line right here, as you guys can see. And still, we are entering to the downside. 1, 2, 3, I guess 4. We'll see if this holds up, if this is going to be 5 and down or 5 and up, guys. So I just kind of want to point that out to you guys. That's what we got going on for BTC and ETH. Any questions at all from the chat? No, Nick? None? I don't think so.
Not that I see.
What's up, Crypto Moto, Oscar, Sharm? What's up, ML, Chris? Okay, guys, let's get into the meaty part of it all, right? And again, guys, if you guys want me to go back and explain anything, just shout out to Nick. Nick will let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm just trying to scoot along, but let me have a drink of this real quick, guys. Let me have a drink of this coffee. If you guys can't tell, I've been drinking coffee quite a bit. Or rambling out my mouth. I agree, Sam. I agree. Let's real quickly before we get into that, let's take a look. The SPX, Dow Jones. Again, this I want to really quickly, and I'll just do it real fast, show you guys traditional markets because we're correlated with them right now. And even the Cosmos ecosystem and everything that's happening, no matter where you are in the Cosmos ecosystem, no matter how bullish that is, guys, we are going to be tied to two traditional markets and to Bitcoin and to Ethereum. So that's why I share this with you guys in the front end of our videos before we jump on into the Cosmos ecosystem. With that being said, let me go ahead and share with you guys how I'm also viewing the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ and SPX. Right now, same strategy, right? I'm still measuring the same things with the average moves below the 200 SMA. Really, guys, if we actually have something bad happen, everybody's, I don't want to put out FUD or fear or nothing like that, but with what's happening with the conflict and the moves that they've been making and stuff like that, if something bad was to really happen, and of course, if the United States Fed does something stupid, which they're pretty stupid in my opinion, as it is, so I wouldn't put it past them. If they really decide to be dumb and we see some major sell-offs, some major corrections, again, 20.99% or basically 21% brings us down for the Dow Jones right around $27,638. That's where a bottoming position will be. I'm not just pulling it out of my my rear end. This is average moves below from the past. Excuse me, my dogs are barking in the background. I apologize. But NASDAQ right here, same thing, 26.27%. Guys, that would bring us for the NASDAQ or the US 100 index to 11,154. Again, that's right here. That's based off years of data, like 20 plus years of data, guys. And the SPX, which is more tied to tech stocks, could bring us all the way down 21.81%, guys. Again, if you guys want this strategy, it's really easy to do. All you have to do, it's time consuming, but you got to do your own homework, is take the 200 SMA. I like to use the 200 SMA and the 50 SMA and measure the move once it breaks and doesn't hold over at least a time frame of 20 days, because it has to be, it can't be just like a wick through or a threading and stuff. It has to be like relevant, right? It has to actually like count. It has to be a hurtful move. So I took 20 days or more on the charts as my kind of like my measurement that had to be met. But take that measurement, measure them all out, and then take those percentages that you get, calculate them, guys. You'll see that so far, if you go back and back test them, that's where you want to start deploying a DCA strategy. You're not gonna hit the bullseye with every throw. That's the purpose of DCAing. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Anybody that tells you on their YouTube channels that this is it, that this is the top, this is the bottom, go kick rocks, because you're just getting lucky and or like you're just lying to people, period. Nobody knows where the absolute bottom is. So that's why we use DCA strategies to actually get into positions that we find acceptable per our own risk and management in our portfolio. But I'm telling you guys right now, using that strategy has worked for me for years with my investing before I even got into crypto. So again, take that with a grain of salt, apply it. It just depends on how you apply it to. I'm not saying I'm absolutely correct because like I just said, nobody knows, but how I've been using it is really been beneficial long-term. So again, you can use this on any chart. It doesn't have to be traditional markets. It just has to have a long enough timer. And if it doesn't have a 200 SMA, just go to the longest time period it does have. You can use 100. You know, if it's something new, use the longest time period or measurement that you can use to get that average, because the longer it is, the better it's going to be on your chart, the more, standing or more relevant it's going to be in your chart. So yeah. So right here, that's by the measure move 2181 would be $3,472 for the S&P. Again, I don't think we necessarily have to come down there. We can come down kind of like here and just be away. If it comes down, we can come down, touch it, be away, or we could wick through it. You know, again, that's why we DCA. Or I might not even get it. I might not even get that buy. But I'm telling you right now, if I was to be trying to restack and reaccumulate, that's where I'm deploying capital. I'm good where I'm at right now, though. But anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to show you guys with the traditional market and BTC and ETH. Let's move on over to the juicy part, which I do really want to cover. Excuse me, I'm not a professional. I stutter a lot. We're going to be talking about EVMOS. Who here, I was going to say by show of hands, but obviously you guys can't show me your hands, is frustrated with how EVMOS has gone? We'll wait. You guys can talk to Nick about it and stuff like that. Obviously, there's a little bit of a delay. But who here has enjoyed, has been able to actually capture their airdrop and start staking it early on and has gotten those juicy rewards? And who here has not been able to utilize the EVMOS airdrop and or even claim it, from the ETH side of things, guys? Because there's a lot of things happening right now for EVMOS. As you guys can see here, the tweet says, network, this is from yesterday, by the way, network upgrade has unfortunately failed. The chain is halted and is stopped for the next 24 to 48 hours while the team and validators reconvene and decide the next steps. No transaction will be processed. In the meantime, we are gathering all the information available. So if you guys have been following, EVMOS has been a process, guys. This isn't the first time. And I will say this, I'm not trying to FUD anything. So again, this is just my opinion. I've been in this space for a while. I'm sure I share the same opinion as many as you do. But this is not the first time this has happened. This is not a good look when chains need to be halted and or stopped, especially for a significant amount of time. 24 to 48 hours in crypto. Like I said earlier, guys, crypto time is a long freaking time. I didn't have all these gray hairs yesterday. Now I have them, because I'm in the crypto space. It ages you. It goes, it takes forever. But anyway, but it's not a good look. I don't care how they spin it. Again, I speak volumes of Cryptocito and other Cosmos YouTubers. Any of them that promote the Cosmos space. Like, hey, no matter what you do, whatever I disagree with, I praise you guys. Cryptocitos obviously was a big reason why I got into streaming for the Cosmos ecosystem. Liam with Confident in Crypto, DeFi Times. There's a couple of other ones out there. Obviously, we need to have more dedication and more support for our Cosmos brothers and sisters out there trying to spread the word. But even if Cryptocito, which is a partnered streamer with EVMOS, even if thanks for the update. With such things happening, communication, transparency, community, of course, he's going to soften the blow, because you guys got to remember, he's in cahoots with them. He's sponsored by them. He's going to soften the blow. But let's be real about it, guys. As somebody that can be unbiased, somebody that can take a step back and give you 100% honesty, and have the cut up conversation with you guys without any kind of hook applied to us here in IBCGANG, that's not a good look. And I think a lot of you guys, how do you guys feel, Nick? What is everybody saying? Are you guys all upset? You guys not frustrated. Pains happen in crypto, but got to have airdrop. Wait, but haven't got the airdrop currently. It's through MetaMask. Oh, so Sam, you didn't get it through the ETH side of things. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been able to get my ETH side of things either. So I don't think anybody really has.
Well, let me ask you this. Are you, like, being that you were able to probably claim some of it, right, Nick? And we haven't even had this conversation, guys. So, obviously live, we're discussing it live with you guys. So you were able to get some of it and stake it, right? Are you like what they're talking about? And if you guys go into this thread, there's too much of it, obviously, to read here in this stream, but I can just kind of summarize it for you guys. There's a lot of talk back and forth from pretty big people in the space, talking about, should we start over? Let me show you guys another one from Sonny himself. Sonny chimed in yesterday and said, I think EVMOS should just restart the chain from Genesis. A lot of early stakers were able to get 100x their stack while their claim website for most users was down. Again, kind of going into like who was able to actually claim, who was able to use the workaround, who was, able to get in and start staking. Guys, I saw incredible, like a lot of people in the space, I saw some incredible first 2-day rewards. And, I'm super happy. I'm super happy with that. Obviously, I'm like, please don't restart this because like it is. But at the same time, playing devil's advocate, like I can see if we want this actually to go smoothly, we want actual adoption and people not to have this dirt taste in their mouth from the launch. What's more beneficial, the short-term gratification of me getting a couple of days of really good rewards or a structured launch? Like a lot of people don't care. Let's be real about it. Like a lot of people, I think, like I said in my past stream, not so much here in the Cosmos ecosystem, because I think a lot of you guys are more forward-thinking people, long-term people. I dare to say smarter individuals than most in the crypto space. But even in our ecosystem, I think a lot of people I think it's fair to say, don't care about certain things and wouldn't mind taking the short-term gratification, over the stability of an ecosystem or the stability of a protocol or project. So what's more important? What do you guys think is more important? You guys think, would you guys just forego the little bit that you guys got for, the possibility of restarting the chain? Now, I will say, I don't want to FUD this because it goes on. You guys got to read this. There's always more to things when people present it. And I want to be as transparent and as fair on this channel as I possibly can be. So I'll link these tweets for you guys to follow and check out yourselves. Sonny and a lot of other really heavy hitters in the space go on to say in this conversation that maybe, there wasn't as many people as they originally thought getting those humongous rewards, and maybe a hard reset or starting over isn't the way to go. But there has to be something has to be addressed, right? Because let's be fair, like the whole thing about rec drop, right? And it's kind of funny that we're talking about, excuse me, my hair's growing. So like I got these little 80s bangs just falling in my eyes. The cost of being handsome. Anyway, I'm just joking. But like, it's just funny in how it's supposed to be the rec drop for everybody got wrecked, and people are getting wrecked with the rec drop. Like, it's unfortunate. So what do we do though? Like, what do you, let Nick and I know, what do you guys think? What did you guys, tell us in the chat, guys. What do you guys think? Should we hard reset? Should we pivot? Should we cut off? I think maybe, in my humble opinion, maybe not a hard reset, but definitely let's halt the rewards and cut the inflation for now. Like maybe we just do that for a little bit, kind of let it equal out a little bit. Not every, the thing I think that a lot of people have to understand is even with anything, with investing, trading, all this stuff, especially with investing, VC funds, early investors, early adopters, you can't, somebody's going to lose. Somebody's going to get the short end of the stick. You're not going to satisfy everybody. There's hiccups. There's bumps in the roads. You're just not going to get it perfect every single time. Or there's going to be people who get more than others, which is, the biggest complaint from most people is why, but like, let's be fair about it. Early adopters, big risk takers get rewarded. No risk, no reward without risk, right? It's just the way it is. So I think maybe not a hard reset. I think maybe we just cut back on rewards or into the inflation rate for the first, couple of days, the equal amount of time for people so they can launch it and have people claim it and get in, and then start reaping the same amount of benefits. Anyway, you guys got to read this. You guys, I already addressed it and gave you guys the link. You guys have to come up to your own conclusions though, but It's really interesting. It's really interesting. I'm curious.
You linked the YouTube channel, by the way.
Oh, did I? Oh, hold on. Well, yeah. Well, you guys should be following and subscribing to our YouTube channel anyway. So don't make me link it again. This is the actual link right there, guys. Sonny's tweet, at least, and the discussion in it. It's really, really interesting. Like I said, you guys have to do your own homework and get in the know, because this stuff affects your bags. And, you know, some people be like, oh, I'm not even bullish about EVMOS or whatever. It's going to affect your other bags as well. It will. You'll have indirect exposure to some of the other ecosystems or some of the other protocols that you're in because of the movements that happened here. So understand, being involved and being proactive, it helps. It matters. Take a proactive stance. Don't take a reactive stance, because that's how people get wrecked. Let me know. I see the chat going off, guys, and it's a really hot topic. I could spend pretty much all day probably talking about what I think and what I speculate or what I would hope EVMOS does going forward. One of the biggest things on my mind is, where's all the validators and relayers? Like, I don't want to throw them under the bus, but this goes back to more of a, you know, it's a technical thing, right? Like, did it happen because of validators and relayers not being synced or using the correct specs or being prepared? Like, what was the real holdup? Because for a day or two, it worked fine. And then they went for a version, like they were saying they were going for a version update or whatnot, but like, what was the real deal? I want to know what the real deal is. Blah, 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 blah. Let's move on from that. Our next thing that we want to talk about, guys. And again, we could come back. We could circle back during the AMA. So I know, like I said, there's a lot we could talk about right there. Nick, if you see stuff they're talking about, we can definitely circle back. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about is I changed it. CMDX. I don't have the tweet anymore to share with you guys, but CMDX, guys, today's the last day for you guys to verify your wallets. It's right here. Let me share this with you guys right here. If you guys haven't claimed or checked to see if you guys have been eligible for the CMDX airdrop, go to that link right there. Go check out your wallets, guys. Make sure you guys check your eligibility. Get it in there, because today's the last. They're going to stop off the first. They're doing it in phases, like certain percentages of your airdrop. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I try to cover like a bunch of things. So every once in a while, guys, I'm only human. I do get things gone across every once in a while. Correct me. But I do think the way that CMDX is doing it is, once today's cutoff happens, the next phase of the airdrop is going to be sent to you. And I don't think that you guys are going to be able to go back. So today's the last day. Get it done. I shared it with you guys, the link right now. I'll do it one more time just in case. It's really easy. Just go up here, check it, put in your wallet address, click on one of them. See if you're there. Claim. It's real simple. Real simple. Make the CMDX, guys, don't sleep on it. Once their platform goes live, if you guys don't know what it is, it's a synthetic platform, which will bring synthetics to the Cosmos ecosystem. I'm super bullish on synthetics. I would love to have already had this available for us, because like we've been seeing, gold is doing really well right now. I would have loved to have got me some synthetic gold, platinum, silver, oils, all that. I would have loved to have been able to get into all of this, guys. But it is what it is. We got to be patient, guys. Look at oil. Oh, by the way, guys, how are you guys feeling about that gas price? Thanks a lot.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thanks a lot. Hey. I'm just joking.
Brother.
We don't say that like that. Anyway, no, you guys say whatever you guys want. I'm from the South. I get yelled at all I cuss like a sailor, but when I use his name like that, it doesn't matter where I'm at. I could be in Kroger. I could be a little kid. I could be getting water at the gym and like stub my toe and say it, and some little kid will correct me. In the South, they get you for that kind of stuff. So I'm sorry, it was a knee-jerk reaction. You say whatever you guys want to say here, but I'm telling you, y'all live in the South. They'll be like, don't you say it like that. You better say sorry. Anyway, yeah, I wish we could have got some synthetics going on right now, guys. But CMDX, in my opinion, under $2 right now. I think, what is it, $2.70 or something like that?
$1.75.
$1.75. Not telling you guys to do anything, but it's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap, and you guys are going to need some CMDX to partake in synthetics if that is your jam. That's my jam, guys. I definitely am interested. I'm definitely interested. I don't want you guys to go ham. The next thing we're going to talk about, though, is the Chrono. I don't even know if I'm saying this right. Am I saying this right, Nick? Cronus?
I think you're pretty close, bud.
Am I saying it right, guys? Cronus. My mom said, "Don't say the Lord's name." It's because I'm old, Sam. See, I feel like I'm a parent, so I say that all the time. But anyway, we're going to be talking about this airdrop. If you guys don't know, got some exciting things happening right here. I'm not going to read all of it. Obviously, here, I'll link it for you guys right here so you guys can read this yourselves. I'm just going to bring it to your guys' attention so you guys are prepared to put your hand out like this and catch those coins when they get dropped to you guys. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's poop coins or not. There's going to be a lot of them coming with OSMOSIS, with especially with JUNO, with everything that's happening, guys. You guys are going to get a lot of poop coins coming your way. It's okay. We'll take them. We take them. It's mine. Give us those coins. And it's up to you guys. You trade it for liquidity or trade it for swap them, whatever you guys want to do. But I'm going to try to share with you guys as much of them that come out. I'm not going to share all the like weird, crappy ones, to be honest with you guys. The ones that are like have some like crazy hooks where you got to stake to just this one validator. And it's one of those. Like I'm not saying you validators that are doing that, it's wrong. But like some of those, I'm just not going to promote that because I don't agree with it. But maybe whatever. Maybe we'll consider it. But like, anyway, EVMOS community, although we just talked about EVMOS, right? I don't know how that's going to go. They're going to be eligible for it, guys. Cronus is being built on EVMOS. The success of the protocol is ultimately dependent on the EVMOS community. So hopefully they get that straightened out. Thus, we'll be airdropping 45K of Cron. Wow, that's kind of close to Crow, huh? Cron for EVMOS stakers and LP providers on Osmosis. So again, guys, if you guys are in Osmosis right now or have been in the past, maybe, I don't know when this snapshot was taken, maybe you guys are going to be eligible for it. I would expect that probably when they try to launch EVMOS, that's when they maybe took the snapshot. Speculating, I don't know. Then again, with everything happening with EVMOS. JUNO stakers, we felt that JUNO community is important. So again, guys, you guys will be eligible as well. Osmo stakers, I've been telling you guys all this time that there's a lot of key benefits to staking your osmosis. We went over superfluid staking, interfluid staking, and all this other stuff in my previous videos. If you guys want to talk about that later, we can. But there's a lot of benefits when it comes to just traditional staking. So again, guys, as you guys can see, Osmos stakers also eligible for this. Atom stakers, of course. Atom stakers also eligible for this, guys. So be on the lookout for that. If you guys didn't catch that link one more time, it's the last time I'm not doing it again. The last time I'm going to do this, sharing the link for you guys so you guys can do your own homework and read this article. Big ups to, well, who wrote this? Big up. I got to do this more often, guys. I like to give credit where credit's due. Who wrote this article? Where is it? Does it say it? Well, fine. Maybe, I don't see where they wrote the article. Maybe it's just Kronos Finance did it. Whatever. But yeah. Next thing we're going to be talking about, guys, is, are you guys bullish about hope? Do you guys got some hope? Do you guys need some hope with the market structure? What is your guys' thoughts about hope? We shared this recently, actually, from somebody bringing it up in the chat, guys. But hope is another, scarce asset, I would dare say again. We're seeing a lot of those. NFT merger with a DAO. I said it in my last one. That's like the new trinity in the space right now, right? It's the merger of NFTs, DAOs, and scarce assets. That seems to be the theme that's happening a lot. Hope actually does give me hope, pun intended, for a project to implement that trinity quite well. So far, they've been doing really, really well. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, just like over the past 2 days, they went from like under $40 to, I think they're trading above $100 something right now. I believe they're trading above $100 something. So doing really, really well, doing pretty good over the past couple of days. Much better than some other projects that are trying to utilize that trinity in the space, right? Again, NFTs, DAOs, and scarce assets. But if you guys want to look into this, check it out. Check it out here. They are trading right now, they're available to be swapped on JUNO Swap. So you guys can go check them out on JUNO Swap if you guys want to get yourself some hope. Just have some hope in your pocket. It's always, hey, have a 4-leaf clover in your pocket is never a bad thing. It's not financial advice, just letting you guys know. Having a little bit of good luck and hope in your pocket's never a bad thing. Positivity over everything, right? If you guys want to partake in some of the operations for their DAO, you guys can find them in DAO. If I give you guys this link, I don't think this is giving you, I think this is just straight to their DAO. So I'm going to do this anyway. You know what? I'm not sure, so I'm not going to give you guys this link. But, wait, no. Yes, no, yes, no. I think this is... You guys can find them on DAO. I'm not going to give you this link. I'm not sure. You guys can find them on DAO. As you guys can see, though, they have some cool things happening right now. Apologies for my dogs being loud again. We can see here, this is their actual website. So Hope Galaxy IO. They actually have some really interesting stuff for you guys to read here. So take some time. I'm telling you guys right now, not financial advice. Take some time and read this. This is actually pretty interesting in my opinion. Boom. Guys, give me 1 second because my dogs are going absolutely crazy downstairs. I just want to make sure that there's nobody like being nuts. Nick, entertain them. I'm gonna mute myself for a second. I'll be right back. So unprofessional. Don't y'all go anywhere.
They're not going to go. So I was going to ask everybody, what do you guys think of EVMOS? Doing that hard reset, I think would probably be the best thing that could happen. That's my personal opinion. Not everybody thinks the same way. But I know there's a couple of you that say hard reset's good, or just hold off and let's get back into it. But what do you guys think, honestly? Chris, I would rather them just take, well, I guess they can't really take everything away, right? But make the other coin worthless and then redo it. Yep, Stone Cold. It's permissionless. You can do whatever you want. That's 100% correct.
I'm back. I'm sorry. So unprofessional, guys. Sorry, there was a delivery person downstairs like ringing the doorbell over and over, and I have 2 pit bulls. They were like, "Hey, MFer, stop it." Anyway. What were we talking about, Nick? What's going on?
So I was just talking to them about EVMOS, and I was telling them that my view personally is just hard reset it, burn everything, or just get rid of it, or make the other coin worthless, and then just start over. I personally think that'd be better for them.
Is that what the chat is saying as well? You guys think we should do a hard reset? Really? Really? Oh, fine. I'll give up my gains. Fine. No, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Whatever the call is, I think, they definitely got to do something. They got to do something. But as you guys can see, if you guys go here, I don't know where I ended up, guys. Again, this is Hope Galaxy. This is the NFT play. It also is being traded on JUNO Swap. You guys can check out the DAO and everything else that's happening, and check out their light paper. Again, I just shared with you guys what that looks like right here. It's really, really interesting. Again, if you guys don't want to, you guys just trust me more than a website. Here you go. I did all the dirt for you guys. I put my neck out there, and that is good links for you guys to use. Promises. Check them out, though. Check them out, guys. This is another one. This is another bit of information I want to share with you guys. Just another article showing you guys, or just explaining to you guys the airdrops and stuff like that. So I'm not going to go all into this because it really doesn't even say much. As you guys can see here, might as well, it doesn't say much. Airdrop live, March snapshots, 1,000 hope to max 1,000 wallets. Eligibility, priority class. There was some things to this, like you had to actually vote or partake in some stuff. Hope stakers like this right here, like you actually had to be staking a hope. I actually think I did, but as you guys can see, you had to be staking at least one hope in April. Second class, again, you can see JUNO stakers, NETA stakers, LPers on JUNO Swap, OSMOSIS, the usual that we're seeing. So be ready for grabbing all of those gains, guys. Who knows where it goes. So far, it has gone from under $40 up, I think, around 120. Again, you guys can verify that on JUNOSwap. So picking up some traction for sure. Do your own research. Check out that article yourself, guys. Ooh, Oliver, Universal DAO. Nick, the Discord, can you verify that? And we'll talk about that later. Thank you, Oliver.
I mean, I'm in the Discord.
Are you in it? I have not been in. We're going off topic here. I'm super interested in Universal DAO or Verse, the Verse token. I have not been able to get into their Discord, so we're going to try that later. Thanks for the heads up, Oliver. Nick's been making me, I've been having to get everything through Nick, and it just makes me feel inadequate. Next thing we're going to be talking about is another tweet coming from another, I guess, influencer. I hate using that word influencer. It puts a bad taste in people's mouths. I hate when people call YouTube streamers or like people out there like influencers. I'm not trying to influence. I'm just giving you guys information. I'm not trying to influence anybody on anything. We could talk it out, hash it out and stuff like that, but I ain't telling nobody. I'm not trying to influence nobody. Nothing. Don't call me an influencer at all, please. But yeah, this person, as I'll just say that, I won't say influencer anymore because I don't want to disrespect anybody else as well. As you can see, y'all are welcome to speculate on the price. 5,400 coin to be distributed equally. Qualifications, minimum 10 Juno stake. Snapshot. I hate this is what I will say when I see stuff like this. The one thing I don't like is when they put out the snapshot date. Like, stop. You're making people game the system. Like, I get it. You guys feel free. Try to game the system. Make sure you get 10 Juno staked at least. Snapshot March 22nd, 2022. Claimable April 5th, 2022. So again, do what you guys need to do. I just kind of want to put that out there for you guys. I know next to nothing about this coin. To be honest with you guys, I just saw it. I want to let you guys know. That's my duty here, is to let you guys know what I see when I see, and it's on you guys to do your homework and or come at us, bro. Come at us, bro, and let us know your guys' thoughts, and then we could talk about it. We could hash it out. Or if you guys don't want to do it on the live stream, you guys could just join our Discord, link down below, and Nick can provide you guys the link, and we can hash it out there, guys. A lot of great stuff happening. A lot of great, thoughts being shared in our Discord, guys. That's what it's all about. Just a bunch of like-minded individuals bouncing off thesis and or at least other, their thesis on situations and protocols and or what's happening in the markets, and just trying to get feedback so we can all do well in this game. So yeah, that's what we saw on Twitter Space. We're going to go on into the next little bit of things that we got right here, guys. We're going to be sharing with you guys. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I got messaged. I get messaged a lot of different things. But I got message asking me, I forget who it is, so forgive me. I know if you're watching, forgive me. We talked about it, but I was wrong because I initially thought that you couldn't stake your Gravity Bridge, but that was my thinking like a couple of weeks ago that I shared it with them. I was wrong because you can stake your Gravity Bridge. If you guys know, in my previous video, I shared with you guys my thoughts about Gravity Bridge, and I think that Osmosis will more than likely, not alpha, because this is just me speculating, but I think we're going to be utilizing Gravity Bridge for the Osmosis platform going forward. If you guys were watching the Osmosis YouTube channel, they were just discussing this. All of these protocols and bridges were discussing it or hashing it out with Sunny just recently. It was a very long, nerdy, really cool, but very, very nerdy and probably over the top for most of the people with the information that was in there. But it was jam packed with news and like reasonings on why Osmosis should use certain bridges. Through it all, I listened and sacrificed myself, guys. I was tribute. Like I threw myself in there and I listened to the whole thing. It was so long. I'm not recommending to listen to it because again, it was super boring and mind numbing. But the short of it all is, from what I gathered, Gravity Bridge, in my humble opinion, had the best pitch, I guess, to Osmosis from everything. There was other, don't get me wrong either. So a lot of those other bridges are fantastic bridges and protocols. And some of them had some really good benefits if we went with them. But I think just in the overall picture and the overall pitch, I think Gravity Bridge, in my mind, is probably the bridge that will more than likely be utilized going forward. It just fits. It's not like you have to force anything anyway. If you guys didn't know though, you guys can stake your Gravity Bridge here. If you guys have already gotten yourself some Gravity Bridge like I did, right when that video came out and they were talking about using them, I grabbed a whole bunch of GRAV, whatever the token, whatever, gravity bridge tokens. And yeah, I haven't started staking it yet, but I'm going to. Bet your bottom dollar I'm going to. Let me show you guys right around here. Now, again, I'm not trying to influence you on anything, but just throwing it out there, guys. This is literally what happened. Oops. I think the video came out like right around here. Oh, no, it was just recently. It was like right around here, I think. It's like the 4th or something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, and then right when that happened, boom, boom, boom. And we've just been kind of on our way, guys. I'm not telling you guys to do anything, but I think Gravity Bridge is going to be the bridge that we use. What is your guys' thoughts? What is your guys' thoughts? Do you guys think Gravity Bridge, or do you guys think we're going to be using like SIF chains? I know SIF chain even and their Peggy Bridge like tried to put their, number in the hat. They weren't there. They missed the whole thing though. So I don't know. Yeah, let me know. What bridge do you guys think is going to happen or going to be used? Next thing I want to talk to you guys about. What was the other thing I was going to talk to you guys about? I don't think this is just a nothing burger. Oh, something I want to talk to you guys about, which is going to also affect us because, we're in DeFi. A lot of us are in DeFi. Did you guys see the drama that unfolded for FTM? I know this is outside the Cosmos ecosystem, but it's going to affect us. So I need to talk to you guys about it and get your guys' perspective of it. Did you guys see one of the main players for FTM or in the Phantom ecosystem, in the DeFi space especially? Did you guys see the whole, fallout? Yes, no. Brown, like I hate to use. I don't want to use that saying because BitBoy uses that saying a lot, and I don't want to be like I'm using the same saying. Dang, he used. I can't think of another saying. The quick take. I was gonna say the long and the short of it, but he uses it all the time, and I hate using it. The quick take of it though is basically one of the core dev or one of the lead developers in the space just basically said, "I'm done. I can't take it." Like, I don't know if he said I can't take it anymore, but you can tell obviously like he just didn't want to deal with the pressure for some of these protocols and whatnot. And the Phantom ecosystem saw a strong sell-off along with, the selling pressure that we already saw just recently in this space. Let me see if I actually have FTM here. I'm pretty sure I do. The reason why I want to bring this to your guys' attention, even though it's not in our ecosystem here in Cosmos, is, Phantom has a really big, they have a really big following. They have a really big user base. They were catching a lot of traction. Here we go. And if a really big TVL or a really big ecosystem has a lot of TVL catches flack like that or gets a bad glance like that, you can bet your bottom dollar that we're all going to get that from now on. It's kind of like being guilty by association or, at least being, looked at just because, of, we're also in the DeFi space. Like, who's to say what if Sunny them leave or what happens to this and that? I've saw a couple of tweets and I want to just kind of address this. Look, just because a developer leaves a project, regardless even if it was like the one that came up with it or whatnot, usually that doesn't spell the end for that project or protocol or, DEX or whatever it is. Like, that's just a dude leaving. If Sunny was to leave OSMOSIS right now or any of the other projects, that would suck. Like, we all love Sunny, right? But like, it doesn't mean that it's all doom and gloom. It doesn't mean that like you're done. You do know that there's other devs, right? Like, you do know that there's a team of people working on things. That it doesn't mean your protocol dies, So I just kind of want to clear the air and kind of, I don't want to say put people back in their places, but like, I don't honestly, a lot of people, this could, if you look at this right here, if you guys missed FTM before this major pump right here, like let's be real, right? And again, I'm giving you guys some TA for a different ecosystem, so don't come at me, cosmonauts. I love you guys to death, but let's be real, it affects us. But again, if you guys do kind of moves like that, this isn't deadly accurate, but you guys got 1 touch, 2 touches, well, basically a touch here, 3, 4, like you're buying the floor, ish. for this range that it's been in. The only other way you're going to count it if you're petty and you do stuff like that, which is kind of weird because you don't have anything going on before that. You could say like that was a failure or whatever it is, but like really, if you look at the candlesticks, like you're kind of buying that floor ish price right now for FTM. Don't FUD into Osmosis, that same mindset that all these people in Phantom have. Don't FUD into the Cosmos ecosystem or into JUNO Swap or anything like that that these other Phantom people have. We're better than that. I just kind of want to bring you guys all back to the ground. We're better than that here in Osmosis, in the Cosmos ecosystem. Like I've said a million times, I think you guys are a little bit more up there. So I want to cut that head off that snake real quick. Don't be bringing that FUD around here. Don't be bringing that negativity around here, Ricky Bobby. We're going to get into some things happening in Osmosis and real quickly just cover some of the hot coins in Osmosis real quick before we go into our AMA. Because that's basically what I had right there as far as like what's going on in the space. Really, there's nothing happening. We're just going through our chop. We're just going through our chop, guys. JUNO right now, don't sleep on JUNO. I shared this just recently in my Discord. I told you guys 37, 38 would be a good first DCA level. Lo and behold, look at that, guys. We're just ranging. Not saying I know it all, but look, it's real easy right here. Bing. We come down there again. Buy that. If you guys are, I'm not giving you guys financial, but if I needed to buy this, I would buy that right there. Boom. Buy that section right there in the chart, which is right around $38. Just to be safe, just in case you guys don't get that again, $38.50. That has been our previous support level. And that's what you guys want. You guys want to buy retest of support, going forward. You guys don't want to buy the green, which is great. You can even buy it right now. I'm not saying don't. JUNO right now, long term at this price, phenomenal. It don't matter what price you're buying it at. If you're thinking like 3-5 years down the road, 10 whatever years down the road, but yeah, like seriously, let's take a look at the bigger picture right here, guys. We're just going through our chop right here. We're just going through chop right here. We've had a massive run up. And with every pump, there is a what? Dump or a retest. And we're just retesting. It's fine. It's fine. Boo-boo. Look at that. We're retaking this previous candle, which isn't a daily candle, but it's retaking this previous candle that I printed. I would love to see us come back up here, 45, 46, and retake this candle. Just engulf that candle. Just do away with it. Go away. Just go away, little candle. But yeah. JUNO looking great, guys. Don't believe the FUD. Go ahead.
I was going to ask you, are you going to talk about the Osmo UST pool?
Ooh, now I am. The reason why we're going to talk about the Osmo UST pool, guys, one, it's a great pool. If you guys are into farming liquidity, if you guys are liquidity farmers like myself and like Nick and a lot of other people, in the IBC Discord, you guys will know that. Let me go see if I can find it. I don't have my wallet connected today, so it's always I always get a little thrown off when I don't have my wallet connected. Load. Come on, just load. There you go. Start loading. Where is it? I'm scrolling. I'm sorry if you guys are getting sick from me scrolling. Oh, boom. 136. Oops. I'm going to go back. It's not going to show up. 136%. Yeah, it's going to be down here though. So we have a high APR right now. And if you guys look at Osmo, now the thing about farming liquidity is you guys want to get into pools that have as much or as less as possible volatility between the two assets, right? Because they're paired 50-50. So you guys want to try to get into a pool that kind of hedges against impermanent loss as much as possible. No matter what you do, though, you're always exposing yourself to impermanent loss. That's the key. That's the name of the game when it comes to farming liquidity pools. Okay, guys? Really is. Know that. Keep that in the back of your mind. Never forget it. Never ignore it. It's always going to be a thing no matter what. So with UST stablecoin, it's pegged to $1. It's not going to deviate from that peg all too much. It does fluctuate just a little bit, but not enough to actually deviate all too much or matter from its peg or for it to make a difference because it's pegged. Osmosis, though, Here's the cool thing, especially with what's happening right now and the position, not financial advice, and the position that Osmosis has going forward. Okay, guys, gotta preface this, not financial advice. I'm gonna share with you guys my thoughts about something that might be really beneficial for a lot of you guys. So, if you guys are anything like me, I have a lot of UST and I have a lot of Osmo. I'm not in this pool right now. If I was, I'd let you guys know, but I'm considering it because what has Osmosis been doing? Let me go back to the tokens here. Over like the past month, basically, right? Excuse me. Hold on. I gotta drink something. Excuse me. So good. So we've just been ranging between basically, I'm gonna split the hairs. I'm not gonna count. I say all wicks matter, but I'm just like, you guys gotta take risk a little bit sometimes, right? And kind of like, if you get caught up in the small details, you'll never take that risk. So like when you're doing that kind of stuff here, this is actually a better chart. We've been just basically ranging after having a humongous pump back up here, right? Let's just say, let's go back from the beginning of the year, January all the way to March. We've been ranging here. This looks like a cup handle pattern possibly playing out. I'm front running that, even though I tell you guys not to front run things. But if you look at that, that looks like a cup and the start of a handle, maybe playing out a little bit too early to fully say, but it does look like that to me. Now, if you guys were able to buy some of this, this is the kicker. This is the, you know, the thing that matters the most in my argument here. If you guys were able to buy the zone down here, these retests of support in the past, not now, but in the past, we could still see that, but in the past, and you guys have positions of OSMOSIS available, you could throw this into that USD pool and probably bank on being in a really good position. This also goes to be honest with you, if you bought OSMOSIS anywhere down here, right? You're still exposing yourself to impermanent loss, yes, but the percent rate APR that and the possibility of it going back up, in my mind, again, I'm kind of front running things right now, for at least 14 days. You don't have to, this isn't a long-term play or anything like that. You could do this for 14 days. You're probably more than likely going to be up just by the way that this pool is structured and it having 136.71% APR on the 14-day on bonding. There's also an article that I want to share with you guys right here. I'm going to share this with you guys right here. This is the article from Crypto Hank. Now, you have to read this whole thing. And he goes in to this pool really, really well. Basically, what it's saying is this is one of the most beneficial pools that you could possibly, and he lays it all out. He lays it all out, guys, that you could possibly be in. And he shows you guys the long-term interest or long-term gains that you guys could make by being in this pool. And what you realistically might be faced with, again, this is all not financial, so I have to say theoretically, right? This is just a speculation. He has to say that again. I don't know what the best way to say it is, but in other words, the interest gain roughly equates to the IL encountered 77K in this example for the upper limit $224.13. Read this article. Read this article, guys. It's a really interesting article. You guys have to weigh out your own risk management and the way that you execute that in your portfolio to utilize something like that. But again, OSMOSIS, with what's happening fundamentally here soon, is going to have a thirdening. What happens when things get more scarce? Number go up, right? Number go up. We're going to have a couple of other things happening on the OSMOSIS platform as well that more than likely is going to raise the price of the Osmo token here shortly. We've already seen superfluid staking be implemented, and when interfluid staking actually also comes into play on the OSMOSIS platform, which is going to allow you to take your other half of your weight, your 50-50 asset in that pool, and also stake that. You can't really, UST, you can do it on, you can gain interest other places and stuff like that. But like, say if you were in Luna Osmo and stuff like that, but you're going to be able to use both of those in double dip now, not just one-sided, which was my whole argument and kind of like about superfluid staking right now is you're only doing it with one side and with the OSMOSIS paired to Atom, yada, yada. You guys already, if you guys have been watching, you guys already heard all that. But once that comes into play, along with the bridge, gravity bridge, I really do think that if you're looking for short to midterm, even a long-term play, which what Crypto Hank kind of, I just deleted it. What Crypto Hank just kind of explains to you guys in that tweet, this pool should not be ignored. Not any kind of financial advice. Just something for you guys to think about. Do you guys' own homework. It's based on your own profile, your own portfolio, and where you are in that portfolio. I highly don't suggest that you guys go buy the tops of anything. It doesn't matter how bullish I am on nothing. Don't buy tops. You're doing it the absolute wrong way. You want to buy red and you want to sell into the green, period. Don't FOMO into nothing. You're getting it mixed up. You're doing it wrong if you're doing it that way. Be patient. Patience is a virtue. I personally have been sitting on a 6-figure stack in Osmosis, just waiting for the ability to utilize it here shortly, and or in JUNO Swap, or some of these other protocols that I think is interesting in the Cosmos ecosystem that are being tied to the Cosmos ecosystem here shortly. I could have done it a couple of times, but I'm being patient. That's my suggestion to you guys, not financial advice. That's just me looking out for my fellow IBC gang members. So yeah, that was a really good thread, Matt. Anything else, Nick?
So we just there was a question regarding the USD pool. What's like the benefit versus staking and being in that pool? I think you kind of just explained it.
There is, I actually, to go into it again, guys, there's caveats to everything, right? There's things that you have to think about. It's not all about APR. Don't just chase APR, APY. Again, that's how you get blindsided too by the wrecking crew. Like really, I've seen it happen all too much where people get hyper-focused looking forward at that high APR, which 136% in this pool is, you can't ignore that. But you also have to weigh your benefits when it comes to, let me go here again, guys. This is Stakely, stakely.io. I love using this. I'm dying. I know. Somebody told me I had to take a lot more vitamin D. I am. I know. I'm dying. I had Corona and I just can't shake this stupid cough. Whatever. Let me just go on over to this real quick. This is the Osmo information tab for stakely.io. My point, and this is the same kind of point that I was trying to talk to you guys about when it comes to superfluid staking and utilizing it as it is right now. You have to weigh out the cons and the pros and what your end game is or what your end goal is by making your move, right? You can't just be hyper-focused on APR because you'll get wrecked other ways. So let's just say, like I said, for the sake of the USD pool right here, right? You want to get into this and chase that high APR, right? And utilize that. It's all like, I'm telling you, crypto, or what was his name? I even forgot it now. Not Crypto Chad. I forgot his name already, but the guy that put out the tweet, it's math. Math doesn't lie. It's good. It looks great. The potential for gains are all there, but you're also setting yourself up to being exposed to impermanent loss. That's always a factor. And then you also, as we've been seeing, are not exposing yourself to the back end benefit of airdrops, fair drops, whatever you want to call them. You're not exposing yourself to the, do you know, Nick, how much money have you made on airdrops? Just guess, just ballpark guess. You don't have to tell us the exact thing. How much money
Probably
do you think?
50,000.
Crypto Hank, thank you, B. $50,000. You know why? It's because he had a fat stack. I have a fat stack. I think I've made, let's just say I've made more than that. Like, honestly, I made that in NETA, like close to that in NETA, guys, with the JUNO stuff. But point is still relevant. The point still goes back to it, right? Say I have, again, I'm not going to tell you guys the full amount. Let's just say I have 5,000 osmosis or Osmo, right? I can keep it here, traditional stake, still get my 72% annualized reward rate, right? Not expose myself to impermanent loss, still get the benefit of any kind of airdrop being, equated to how much my bag holds. Because if I dilute that by being into an LP that doesn't have, even if it does have superfluid staking like pool one, you don't get to compound your staking bag to generate you the power that you already have of compounding, going forward. Again, you guys got to think about tokenomics. JUNO has strong tokenomics. Osmosis has strong tokenomics. We're coming to a third link for Osmosis. Is it the right move? Maybe short term, long term. It just depends on where you bought Osmosis. It just depends on your risk management boards. For me personally, you can't beat, this isn't financial advice to you guys. I'm just telling, for me personally, you can't beat where I'm at staking, just staking. Why would I risk that? Why would I risk out on the mad gains I've been getting for just staking traditionally right now, see, obviously osmosis 72%. That's nothing. You're talking about 136 versus 72. 72 is still a really good freaking amount, and then you're still securing yourself and other projects possibly coming your way. We've already, every day I make these streams with Nick, I share with you guys new airdrops coming for Osmo stakers. You don't get as much if you're consistently shuffling your feet, and making adjustments to your profile or your portfolio. I promise you that's going to wreck you. Stop shuffling around so much. That's just friendly suggestion. Stop shuffling so much. If you are an investor and you tout yourself as an investor and you're like, I'm in it for the long haul, be in it for the long haul. Stop moving, because you're diluting your compounding power. And that's the reason why some of the smartest people in the world has ever said, Albert Einstein has said some of the best way to build your wealth is through compounding. Are you going to argue with one of the smartest people in the world? I mean, it's a proven fact. Compounding your money is the smartest way to go about generating wealth, especially with the tokenomics, especially with the inflation rates that we have right now for JUNO, Osmo. I'm suspecting raw, compound, stake as much as you can with those rewards. If you don't need it, different strokes, different folks. If you guys need it, do what you guys need to do. Nobody's going to fault you for making moves like that. I get it. But again, if you're making moves and you're hurting and stuff like that, and you were in it because you're like investing on stuff, like you weren't really supposed to be here with that money anyway. Let's be real. If it's hurting you, you're overreaching, you're overextending. I put out a tweet just recently where there's rules in this game. Never overextend. Take profits when profits are there to be realized. You just got to. You just have a plan and stick with it. That was one of my biggest things that I want people to take away from on that tweet. Stick to the game plan. If you wait this out, I mean, you guys can do the math right here. Like, again, if I want to chase that high AP and I take 2,500 out of here, if I take 2,500 out of here to move it into chasing that one, I'm risking myself with impermanent loss and diluting my compounding power with my staking bags and any kind of future airdrops that I'm getting from any other protocols coming forward on the Osmosis platform or in the Cosmos ecosystem. It's not beneficial. I cut down my yearly earnings. I cut down my monthly earnings. I cut down my projected 5 years, 10 years earnings. Guys, it's not about the dollar amount. It's about the asset amount that you have, right? While you can compound at these high inflation rates. Think about those. Those are the things you guys really got to think about. And that's what makes or breaks people in this space. JUNO is one of my biggest things right now. It has one of the best tokenomics out there. One of the best structures from the ground up. It has one of the best tokenomics. It has one of the best inflation rates. It has some of the most upside potential by far right now in the crypto space. And people are just shuffling around their feet. And I'm like, just don't move. What did your mama tell you when you guys got lost in a store when you were really, really small? Don't move. Stand right there where you got lost. Don't go running around. Because that's how you get taken. That's how people take children. That's how people, that's how your mama then don't find you. That's how wealth don't come back and find you. Stop shuffling your feet so much. Compound. Let me show you guys something else. Let me show you guys something like crazy, right? Like this has a lot of things that, you have to take into account. Let me show you guys the power. This is real simple and basic. There's a lot of variables in this. This is, you just got to know that. But I want to show you guys the power. This is Atom Scan. I like using Atom Scan a lot better. We're looking at JUNO. I could do this on Osmosis as well. Let's just say again, this is big. I'm not doxing myself. I'm not going to dox myself. Let's just say though, I have 3,000 JUNO. And for the first year, if I just don't move, every single day, I compound. I take my rewards, I compound as much as I can every single day. If you guys can read this or not, I don't know if you guys can read this or not right here, but I'll go ahead and share this. If you invest 3,000 JUNO right now, which is right around $129,000. I know a lot of you guys don't have that. We can do this with smaller numbers. The principle still stays the same. And reinvest the profits every day. You'll earn an APY of 183% because the number goes up because you're compounding, right? That original bag is growing, and so is your rewards that you're growing each and every day. A piece of salt that gets collected and put it into a glass every hour eventually builds up to something, right? You can eventually stand on that piece of salt or grain of sand eventually. But as you guys can see here, it gets even more interesting at the end of the first year period. Again, keep in mind, I had $129,000. and I only had 3,000 Juno. At the end of that first year, I'll have 8,493 Juno. I'm not going to count this mess of whatever here, but I'll have 8,493 Juno. And even if the number didn't go up in price, it just stayed the same, or even if it went down by half, guys, this is real. This is what separates success and people getting wrecked or just kind of making it. Look at this number right here. This is 1 year. I start with $129,000. I end with $367,000 by not moving my feet. Even if that gets cut in half. Even if it gets cut in half, all right? What is that? What is that, Nick? Let me see. Let me bring out the doofus calculator because I'm a doofus. Right here, guys. $300,000, $67,200, blah, blah, blah. Minus. This is minus. Or just divided by 2. Yeah, it's easy. Divided by 2. That's still more. 183. That's still more than what I started with. I started with 129. I end with 183. Don't move your feet so much. Don't move your feet as much, guys. Go to AtomScan. Check it out. Look, that's the first year. Let me show you guys some real, I'm going to swear, some real shit. Some stuff that should really get you guys excited. Really get you guys excited. Now, there's variables. The APR is not going to stay the same. You know, market structure, market sentiment. We're going to go through our ups and downs. Like I said, you can even, I even take away 50% of that total. Let's just say we get wrecked, right? 50% down, whatever it is. You can go more than that. I'd still be up. But let's just go. Let's just say I keep at this. The first 3 years for the Juno tokenomics and inflation schedule are the most bullish parts that you guys need to really be utilizing. It's when you should be compounding the most. The first 3 years, right? It goes from 40 to 20 to what is it? Like 10, 9, 8, 10, whatever, 4, like it just goes by single digits after that. The first 3 years, we drop in by massive rates in the inflation schedule. Let's just say you wait it out for 8 years. 8 years. And we do this every single freaking day. You know what? Let's do realistic numbers for you guys. Let's just first. I'm gonna wait a second. I know there's a lag. On average, you guys don't have to dox yourself. Just give it roundabout. What on average do you guys have as far as Juno in your bags? I want to know the real community holdings that are out there. I don't need to know your exact number. Don't put out your exact number. Don't dox yourself, or just put out what you think. Put out what you guys think the average person has. 50, 100, under 50. What do you guys think? Let's just go on average. Let me show you guys the real secret to success in this game. And you guys don't even have to trade. You guys don't even have to trade doing this. This is the beautiful part about this, right? Come on, guys.
I think honestly, it's about anywhere between 50 to 100. I think is the average, like actual average.
30-ish, 750, 50 to 100. Nick says 250. All right, let's do on average. Okay, say 200, 100. All right, let's do it a couple of ways. Let's do this a couple of ways, okay, guys? First and foremost, let's be real. Let's go back to the 1 year right here. Okay? And you can do this with stakely.io. I'm gonna reinforce this as well, okay, right? Whoops. 100. Let's just say 100 first starting off, right? People were lucky enough to get 100. That total amount is worth $4,335 right now at this moment. Every month you're going to get 8.76 Juno at this current rate. Now, things are going to change as we go further in the years and stuff like that. But, we only got what we got, so we can only work with what we got. We got to speculate by the numbers that are given to us. Let's go right now, guys. Based on this right here, well, actually, I don't even have to bring this up. My yearly earnings that I'm going to get at the end of the year, I'm going to have 105 extra Juno. And you guys got to think, that's on the low end. I'm compounding daily, frequently, as much as I can. So that number is actually probably going to go up a little bit more because my overall bag that I'm compounding is actually growing at the same time. That's the secret to compounding. So it's probably going to be more like 110, maybe 100 and, anywhere between 110 and 115. So let's just split the difference right there and say it's going to be 110 extra on top of what we already have, which was 100. So now I have 210. Now I have 210 at the start of the new year, right? Now, just say price don't move, price don't go up. By the way, look at that price, guys. It's gone up since we made this video. Let's just say price just stays at around 40 something. We can't see your
calculator, by the way.
I know, it went away. I'm gonna bring it back up. Let's just say it stays at price don't move. We're only working with what we're getting in rewards, right? Price don't even have to go up for this stuff to make sense, guys. So at this start of the new year, which goes into the next inflation schedule, right? Which drops or raises the difficulty and it makes it harder to get rewards, right? In the next year, excuse me. Let's just go into that second year. And now we're talking about every month I'm going to get 18 just based on this 210. Now every month I'm going to get 18 JUNO roughly. That's going to equate out to be 220 extra JUNO by the end of that second year. The end of that second year, I'm going to get another 220 JUNO. So let's just add that in there. That's easy, right? Let's just add that in there. But for sake of streaming it to you guys, 220. Boom, I have 430. Number don't change. Nothing changes, but it's going to get more bullish. I'll bet you a good stack it does. Now that 430, you guys remember what I started off with is worth, number didn't even go up in price. It's worth 18,640. And that price of that JUNO didn't even go up. Bet you it will though. Now I'm making 37 by the third year. And by the way, now that we're on a third year, the inflation rate on the schedule just hit us again. So now it makes it even harder to get more JUNO. So that number is probably going to go up even more. But just for giggles, it didn't move, right? It didn't move. We're just using our compounding rate, just using our static position or our stable position of this price right now. Now we're making 451 extra JUNO a year. 451 extra JUNO a year. Now I'm making more than what I even started with when I first originally just had, what is it? 100, what we started with 100 JUNO? So 100 JUNO in 3 years is going to be producing you 451 by that year. Like, come on, guys. We're going to take this right here. And now, third year, that's when it's going to be the most bullish time. I'm telling you guys right now, not financial advice, but I'm telling you guys, that's when it's going to be the most bullish time. You're talking by the end of the third year, you have 881 JUNO. That's going to be worth at this current price, 38,191. Even if you just had that same amount of money and put it into your savings account in the bank, you'd be losing your money there. So come on, guys, just hold on, compound, redelegate, redo it every single day, and be patient. I can wait for those kind of returns. Guys. And then look. This is where it gets crazy. If you're really patient, delay gratification, and you're really, really trying to build wealth, every year now you're making 925. Let's go back here. Make it a lot simpler, right? Boom. We had 100. Let's just say 5 years. Variables are going to change. APRs will not stay the same. So you can reduce this total end amount that I'm going to share with you guys by 30, 40%, whatever it is. It's still going to be more than what you started with. Remember right here, boom, right? It's still going to be more. 4,335. Let's go to 5 years. We're redoing it every single freaking day. We're going to start off with 100, right? We're going to end off at the end of the 5 year period with 18,193 JUNO, which even at the current price right now, does it move? Which obviously it's not going to be given. We're not, you can't take 183% APR. So again, minus 50%. Do whatever the hell you want to do to justify this, whatever. The math don't lie. But now you're looking at $788,774 for waiting for 5 years, for doing your job and doing absolutely nothing, for clicking that button and restaking and compounding for 5 years, which takes you next to nothing to do, right? 2 minutes of your time each day, or probably like 4, because I try to compound like 3 times a day. And again, you can play with this number all you want. The yields and stuff like that obviously are not going to be the same. So obviously over projecting here, but take that over projection and take away 50% of it. Where else are you going to get that gain? And that's not even considering the token price going up. This is real shit. This is real talk. This is real shit. This is how you make real life-changing money, fam. It's not by moving your feet. It's not by shuffling around, chasing APRs. I love this. This is great. If you have some exposure and you want to get exposure and stuff like that, just for the sake of it, whatever. But that was a long way to make a point, right? You can do this with Osmosis as well. Osmosis has super crazy bullish fundamentals as well. And the tokenomics, you can't compare, like I made a comparison before. JUNO permissionless, smart contract layer, permissionless, just like ETH. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of crazy players coming in, a lot of shit coins, a lot of everything, right? Who cares? That's the beauty of it. That's why mass adoption is going to come to JUNO. No front running. There's no early investors going to dump on you. The volatility is not going to be as hard. It's permissionless. You don't need to ask anybody to build on. We've already seen so many things already being built on it, right? Difference on Osmosis, it's a layer 1. Already has a bunch of different protocols and mechanisms being introduced on the platform. It's the biggest DEX in the Cosmos space. It has thirds. Juno, I've already just been talking to you guys about the first 3 years and its inflation schedule. You guys know how to do your homework. Stop shuffling your feet. This is how real money gets made. Real money gets made, guys. Sorry, I ranted. I love you guys to death. I really do. We make this video, Nick and I, we make these videos not because we need to or we want to earn anything from you guys. All we want to do is provide intellectual thought processes, theses for you guys to even shoot down at sometimes. We're not right all the time. Call us out on it if you guys see some flaws in the strategy. If you guys see a
We're
better
wrong
way
most
to do
of the time.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like the point of everything is to be right more than you are wrong, right? You're not going to be perfect. And I'm not, and Nick is not. But I'll tell you right now, I've made a lot of freaking money doing this stuff this way. And I want to share it with you guys. I believe that this crypto space, especially in the Cosmos ecosystem of what we're doing here with interoperability being the key to mass adoption, is the way. Not to take it from the Mandalorian, right? But it is the way. We're sitting in the right space. You're sitting in the right space. You being in the Cosmos ecosystem right now, partaking in what you guys are partaking in right now, doing your homework, watching these videos right now, you're already ahead of the majority of the people in the crypto space. Seriously, you really are. You guys are in the right space. I will say that firmly. Come at me, any other crypto YouTuber. I don't care who you are. Interoperability and the team that's working on that and producing it the best way is going to be the place you want to be in. By far. Come at me, bro. By far. It's the gate and the key. Period. You guys are already here. You guys have the chance to be in front of everybody else. It's all about, if you're patient and you're thoroughly doing your homework and thinking things through and practicing proper risk management, Wagami, we're going to make it. You'll make it. You will make it. Just don't do dumb stuff. Like, seriously. And if you think it's dumb, it probably is dumb. Like, seriously, if you sit there and before you click on something and go, and it makes you feel uneasy, like you got to go poop or something like that, don't do it. It's probably not worth it. Or just do a little bit of something, you know, seriously, man. If price of Osmos doubles in UST pools and osmosis, a permanent loss is under 5 Yeah. Again, yeah. Hey, Michael, I think actually we were talking about, so like, there is some good reasons to be it. Again, you guys reminded me it, and I totally forgot what his name was. Crypto whatever. I linked you guys his Crypto Hank. Sorry, Hank. You're a brilliant mind. But yeah, guys don't follow Crypto Hank on Twitter. Check him out. He put out a really good feed, an article, and you know, thought process of why UST Osmo is a good pool. It's a good pool. I utilized it a lot. But I'm just saying, you know, it's to everybody's own risk management. That's what it's all about. You know, my risk management, I could throw 5,000, I could throw 50,000 or something right now, and it wouldn't hurt as much as if somebody else did $50,000 right now and saw the volatility. Like, it's different strokes than folks. You guys got to understand that. Don't just copy somebody for the sake of copying somebody. Practice proper risk management. DCA, you know, good price for Juno. Just depends on your time frame, Medusa. Right now, any price under its all-time high is a good price for Juno long term. Like, we'll talk about that real quick. Nick, throw it at me too. I know we're kind of going over the time, guys, but I think again, I get passionate about this kind of stuff, guys, because this is like, honestly, we do this for you guys. Like, hopefully this is beneficial. Hopefully this is making sense to a lot of you guys. Hopefully you guys can apply these things that we're saying to your own portfolio, you know, and run with it and see success with it, because that's why we do it. We're not sitting here trying to, like, again, we're not sitting here trying to do anything else but share a space where people could come to and know that they're getting genuine feedback, genuine thoughts, you know, we'll never take allocations from a project, period. Anything we ever do here will always be about somehow benefiting you guys in some kind of, whether it be intellectually or monetarily or some kind of way, financially, whatever you want to say, however you want to say it. Like, everything we'll ever do here will be for that purpose. You know, I think that's what's missing. I think that's what's missing in this space, guys, is you know, people who are actually genuinely trying to do things. But yeah, take a look on it right now. Real easy. Like I said earlier, if you get Juno at 38, you might as well start DCAing there. Not financial advice. That's what I would do. If I look at the monthly right here, If I get it here, past resistance support, I'm buying that. If I get that opportunity, I don't have to. Like I'm being fully transparent. I'm not personally buying this. Guys, I bought the vast majority of everything. Like that's not even there. I bought the vast majority of it all down here.
4 to 8.
Yeah. Like for me, I bought a fuck ton at $4. So again, another big reason is why we don't need anything from you guys. This is genuine stuff. So, but to be honest with you, if somebody new, not just you guys, like my mom or dad or anybody came up to me and said, yo, where's a good place for Juno? Right here, 38. This is just previous support, short resistance, right? And then if we get really FUD, right around here, $32 to down here, real easy. Just look at support and resistance. And then again, third layer of a DCA strategy. I do things in 4s. This would be my first buy. This would be split the hairs right in the middle. My second buy, my third buy. And it'll never come back down here again. You give me that position, I'm buying all of your Juno. I buy all of you. You guys got to understand, for the market to be a market, there's got to be buyers, there's got to be sellers. You sell, I'll buy, and I'll wait you out. I will wait you out based on what I just shared with you guys.
Remortgage the house for that one.
I'll just sell a couple of properties that I already have. Yeah, like seriously. Or I'll just unlock the vault. Like I'm being serious with you guys there. Same thing with Osmosis. Any other tokens? Let's go through the Osmosis tab right here. Same thing with Osmosis, guys. You know, look at this. This is a beautiful chart throughout all this volatility. This is still a freaking beautiful chart. Look at all these. Look at all of these. Frick, man, this is crazy. And this is really easy to chart too. Look right here. Biggest level. Like if you want like short term, you don't think it's ever going to happen. Let's look at previous resistance levels right here, which is right around $9, give or take. I always like to be a little conservative and or overshoot a little bit. So about $9. You know, if you want to be super safe, $8.75. Previous support again, $7, $7.30 if you want to catch it and be sure, because you never know what the bottom is. But if you go back and look at previous support right here, which just happens to line up as previous resistance again, there's weight. That chart holds weight. There's a reason why. It's because people in the past, like myself, have bought these levels before. And they're going to defend those levels. Even bigger down here. A lot of people bought this level and this level. You'll never see this for Osmosis. I don't think you'll ever see this again down here. You might, if World War, whatever happens, you might see $3, almost $4, because a lot of people right here in the past, they're going to defend this. They're going to defend this buy zone, you know. But yeah.
What are your thoughts on what price Juno will be at the end of the year? Speculation.
I'm conservative. I think, like, honestly, I really do think it has so much upside potential. You know, not just because of the tokenomics, but from the developments that we've already seen, guys. I think, actually, I want to bring this up in our own Discord channel. Some really great members were actually talking about, and I'll actually read, you know, their concern. It said, good morning, guys. Seen on Twitter that airdrops on Secret would be more valuable than airdrops foreseen for Juno, because Juno, you can easily make some coins. And any comments on this? Myself, I'm not currently on Secret Network, no funds available, but would like to hear your thoughts on the matter. So there's people out there promoting that Secret would be the best place as far as airdrops go, because you could, you know, they're basically not going to be shit coins. We had another member, which I kind of align with more, pretty much responded with, more developers will choose to build on Juno network because the Juno system is meant for smart contracts. Again, you guys got to understand what these tokens and protocols are meant for and what they're trying to accomplish. Again, Secret, you know, yes, it can, but the whole purpose of that is to be a means, not to hide, but it's supposed to be a means for privacy, right? But you can do other things on it. Again, does it do it well? We've already seen what happened with the Shade. I'm not fudding nothing, but Shade and Silk sucked. I can't say too much S words apparently. I have me some Secret. I have me some Shade. I want me some Silk. I'm not fudding anything, but again, you gotta keep all that stuff in mind. For me to go into that and to give you guys a price speculation of what Juno could possibly do, again, it's permissionless. The whole purpose and the whole reason, not only because it was the first smart contract play out there with Ethereum, it's the biggest part that it got big adoption for is because it was permissionless. That's the kicker. That's the kicker. It's permissionless. Anybody can build. And we've already seen a lot of things being built. The capability, here's a couple of things that I think, and this is why, before I give you guys my price point, I'm going to tell you guys why I think it's going to get here. Permissionless, no VCs, tokenomics are bullish, super bullish. And again, I go into detail if you guys want to watch my playlist where I tell you guys why I think everybody should at least think about holding some Juno in their long-term play. Definitely to go watch that. I get into detail there. And then on top of that, you have things that are really, really cool already built out. The fact that you guys can just make a DAO using DAO built on Juno. The fact that you guys can now list your DAO on DAO Up. The fact that you can even mint your own tokens. With, what was it? Is it Juno Tools? Like, those things right there are insane. Insanely bullish things right there. And that's a lot. That's like, it looks like that's a lot in this 6 alone. I can't even think of other things. With that being said, I think conservatively, we're going to see at least $100. $100 to give you a round number. $100. I think more, but I don't want to overestimate. Like conservatively, I think by the end of the year, $100 Juno is realistic, super realistic going forward, guys.
Well, that's up September, August. I mean, when they cut the rate down.
Yep.
I'll be a catalyst, 100%.
Yep. No. So I'm missing. Am I missing anything else, guys? We try to stay at an hour and 30 minutes. I know we're like at an hour and 40, but I'm gonna try. Let's use the last 20 minutes or 50 minutes or so to just do an AMA if you've missed anything. Try to catch up and stuff.
So, what are your thoughts on Secret? Honestly, I think the price of Secret right now is a little still overhyped.
Yeah, well, they have a couple of problems, to be honest with you, and it's more sentiment problems than anything. Because like I'm super bullish. Don't get me wrong. Like I was saying, guys, I'm super bullish on privacy coins. I'm super bullish, especially if it's a privacy coin in the Cosmos ecosystem. By far. But by far, I loved Monero before I got into the Cosmos ecosystem and all that stuff. But like Secret, like I said, has the capability of doing other things as well on top of that. So like I really like Secret. Right now, let's take a look at this. I think I actually have it on my trading view too. Let me give me a second, guys. Actually, yeah, let me use trading view right here. So I did this chart as well. And if you guys were here in the earlier part of the stream, I always talk to you guys about using the 200 SMA as a reference point on my charts. Secret has been around for a while, right? They've gone through their struggles, they've developed, they've done their things, but it is still what it is, right? With price action, you guys got to remember there's also people who've taken those risks and or are holding and or who are waiting to dump on you as well throughout all of this stuff. There's people who bought up here, and all that stuff, or people who've, were like, let's go back to here, bought up here, didn't catch this in time, and now are still waiting again for that relief to dump on you and stuff like that. So even though things have developed and even though things have gone forward, you still have to account for bag holders, right? Like that's always going to be a risk. That's always going to be the threat in the background. And to go back to my point, I use the 200 SMA for a measurement. As you guys can see, the 200 SMA move, once the 200 SMA gets broken on Secret's chart, shows us that they've had a long time in the past where it stays below the 200 SMA for, quite some time. 311 days here, 114 days here, 154 days here. You can see the percentages on average. They're not exactly precise because, again, I'm human. I'm doing this by hand. This one was 133 days most recently, 60%, just almost 61% there. Taking all of these to account, guys, for me personally, we're already right now using the Fibonacci retracement tool and using everything else that we've just talked about underneath the 200 SMA. We've failed to capture on the daily time frame that 0.382 on the Fibonacci retracement. So the next level of support, again, even if we look at the VPR wall right here, we didn't stay here for very long. This is a strong parabolic move up, guys. This was boom. That's a fast move. And I'd much rather see slow, steady, stair-stepping moves because that generates support going forward for any kind of volatility that we might face in the future, right? So again, this was a strong move that didn't last very long. So if we fail to come back up and recapture the 0.382 for secret on the daily time frame and or bounce off of this after threading back up into the 0.382 and recapture, which looks like the 50 and the 200 pinching together here, and use that to kind of project us forward, I do think that the likelihood of us breaking it and falling down to this last support line on the Fibonacci retracement tool, which is that 0.236, right around $3.15, is really, really high. Now, I have on average with the 200 SMA strategy that I shared with you guys, a realistic move down before we catch a flooring signal, kind of like we did here. Let me show you guys Market Cipher B, kind of like we see here, where the RSIs kind of floor out here. And the RSIs kind of floor out here. Yes, they're still angled downwards a little bit, but they look like, they look like it's fighting for position. It looks like it's fighting for a flooring position on the chart. So now what I'm saying is, realistically, if none of that happens and we fall from grace, we could deploy a DCA strategy right around here, which is 72.11%. Yes, I know I had a big part of that percent to do with this wick right here. And if I didn't play that into it and I cut it off there, it wouldn't be so high. So realistically, I think we fall short of that. But if all wicks matter, we could come down to 72.11%, which is right around $1.42. That's where I will deploy a lot of capital for my first DCA buying strategy. But if I'm being honest with myself and take into account that was a big fear, uncertainty, and doubt wick, that's not true indicative price action for secret. That's just like, real capitulation coming into play there. We could not even come down to there. We could fall short and kind of land here. So conservatively, if I really wanted to get into this play, I could just simply buy, I know this is long-winded, this last Fibonacci line, the 0.236, which would be right around $3.15. I think that's a good fair price to start DCAing. I think in between these two lines would be a good price, which would be right around $2. And then again, if I wanted to reinforce my positions with more positions, of course, I'm going to buy that overall 200 SMA average line, and then below it, which is again, this 0.74%, which is the zero line on the Fibonacci retracement tool. Just again, lines up perfectly with previous price action where it floored during the summer. I'm going to be buying a crap ton right there at 74 cents. So again, there, last buy zone for me there. I'm just waiting it out, guys. Secret, it's got to develop, it's got to deploy, it's got to actually release, and kind of like what EVMOS, right? It's all about implementing your protocol correctly. That's what it's all about. You can theoretically theorize on tokenomic structure and like fundamentals and how it's going to be used, even if it's privacy coins and all this other stuff. But if you drop your token and it just, the drop and the platform and the use from users and the experience just sucks, it doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. If the experience sucks, it's kind of like Solana. Solana, like, fundamentally and development wise, they have a lot of take away all the centralization, all that sort of stuff, the problems they have. We'll talk about that in a second. Technically, they're fast as hell. They can process a crap, they buckled under a crap ton, under a DOS attack, under a humongous load. They got battle tested and only faltered and broke their legs under a tremendous amount. I can't fault them for that. I can fault them for a couple other centralized reasons and stuff like that. But if their use case, my point is, again, if your use case sucks on Solana, which we've seen people go, oh, frick, man, that sucks. Like, you're telling me you can shut things down and they giving willy-nilly more, that sucks, right? It doesn't matter how bullish and how much weight you benched before your arms broke or how much you squatted before your legs came out from underneath you. It doesn't matter. Kind of like Cardano, right? Like, I'm not fighting Cardano either. All other YouTube channels are like, Cardano's what they're trying to do, and they're science-based and blah, 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 blah. If your user experience sucks, let's go look. I don't care. You can speculate all you want. I go by charts. Cardano's daily time frame, unless you were one of the crazy people, that bought right here, and these are all VC people and stuff like that, the people promoting it to you. Like, this sucks. This sucks. It's been a long time coming. How long is this? 2017. Bro, I'm not trying to make excuses for you one bit. Let's just say from where you are right there, this is 397 days of suckiness. Yes, this was fun. I made a lot of money on Cardano. But like, bro,
I think we all did.
like, yeah, turn your user experience around and get with it, or else it doesn't matter how great things are, right? So anyway, I'm sorry. I know I like to rant, guys. I'm sorry. I rant a lot. I need to have a buzzer thing where people can just like, when we get to 1,000, guys, help us get to 1,000 too, guys. By the way, if you guys are new here, subscribe. When we get to 1,000, hopefully like there's like a plethora of things that we can implement, and like maybe there's a buzz thing where you guys are like, all right, Tank, shut up. I'll give you $1 just to shut your mouth or something like that. Just saying, that'd be actually kind of fun to see how much people push that button. Anything else? I know I've already ranted for quite some time, guys, and I apologize. Anything else that you guys want to talk about? Let's be real. Let's talk about it. Juno hit 1K in the upcoming days. Will Juno hit 1K in the? Do you know how happy? You know how happy I would be if Juno hit 1K in the next couple of days. Not that I'd be able to do anything about it. I'm fully staked, so like I wouldn't be able to do anything about it anyway. I'm locked up in it, so. The secret fees on transaction feels quite high to me. Yeah. Like, you know, with the shade airdrop, going back to secret and stuff like that. Like, I get it. But you guys were charging people for your airdrop. The fuck out of here with that. Like, I get it. But like, yeah. Chad, appreciate it, Chad. Wars, nice rat, no buzzer needed. I appreciate it. Med, what's up? Raw. Ooh, I saw a tweet actually, guys. I can't speak to this because it was just a tweet, right? It's just a tweet, but I saw a Raw tweet. Someone said Raw coming out this week. Raw coming out. Yeah. Oh, Crypto Like Mo, guys, puts out good content too. This is this tweet I saw. Raw this week. The last I saw, they were still going through their auditing, and no firm date has been set. But I do agree with the Juggernaut here. Another big Juno holder, guys. Our big Juno crypto YouTuber or crypto Twitter. I don't know. What's the word for crypto Twitter profile? Crypto Twitterers? Twiddling my thumbs. I agree with this. Juno will be bigger than ETH. NETA will be bigger than... I don't know. I don't know about that. Raw will be probably bigger than Uni, to be honest with you.
Yeah, probably.
If you guys want my raw speculation, go check out my raw speculation video, guys. Just go down there in the little links in the videos. It's raw speculation. I thought it was a good one. Guys. But if that's it, that's all I see, guys. That's all I got right now. I'd rather take their time than put. Yeah, David. I agree too. I agree. Take your time. I'm not in a rush. Again, the whole point of my earlier rant: don't be in a rush, guys. Don't be in a rush. Patience is a virtue, and patience will make you rich if you learn how to control yourself and utilize the virtue of patience into your investing and or trading, guys. I'm telling you guys right now. Like, let's see something amazing right here, okay? 5,000 Juno. Actually, let's be realistic. If you guys can work your way up, here's my two tiers to you guys. If you guys can work your way up to 500 Juno by compounding and being patient, not to sound like Richard Hart, and delaying gratification over 10 years, reinvesting and compounding each and every day, hopefully more than once a day, your 500 Juno will be worth, I don't even know if I can read this high, $721,112,049. Give or take. You got to take that because this is not going to be the same APR. So let's just say 50% of that's not right. You deduct 50% of that. Wait it out, guys. Wait it out. Let me show you guys something else. Okay, this isn't actual numbers because This is, obviously the APR will not stay the same. It changes daily, and it's definitely going to change year to year. But if I'm giving you guys just a general area of where you can land your parachute, like giving you guys a clear field to land where it doesn't have trees after you jump out of your plane and compound for 10 years, you finally pull that chute and you guys want to, actually realize your gains. Let's say you work your way up to 1,000 JUNO and you recompound for 10 years. Your 1,000 JUNO, guys, at the end of that 10 years, by the way, you're going to have, let me see here, 30, am I reading this right? 33,081,811 JUNO, which will be worth $1,441,953,830. The fuck out of here with that shit. Can you wait 10 years to change your life? Even if this isn't even close, because the APR will not change there. Even if we don't even come close to that, but you land in the general field of that projection, right? Can you wait 10 years? I'm not telling you to do it. Can you wait 5 years? Let's say you're impatient. Can you wait 5 years? That's telling you that you're going to have 7,927,873. 5 years. And you don't even have to spend anything else. You don't even have to spend anything else. You got 100? You guys got 50? Wait 5 years. Do it every day. Probably going to be more than that because you're going to be compounding faster and more than once. You got 50 right now. You're going to be having close to $400,000, probably $400,000, somewhere around there. Or, let's just say you have $300,000. Can you wait 5 years? Are you going to get that, putting that in your savings account? Are you going to get that by hiding your fiat money under your bed? Fuck no. You're losing value. You're losing value both ways. Let me show you guys. If you guys don't trust the banks, like I don't trust them, and you take your money and you just hide it away, over time, your dollar is decreasing in value. It's the charts. The charts don't lie. If you try to hedge against it, put it into a centralized bank, you're getting 0.04%, probably less than that now. Doesn't keep up with inflation. They're not going to do anything to combat inflation, guys. There's nothing they can do. They could wreck the markets right now. It still won't do anything to fix the inflation problem. Period. It's a done deal. It's been a done deal ever since we got off the gold standard. What are you going to do with your money, your capital, your future to protect it? You can go into other things and just hold, or you can go into things that have really good tokenomics, really good inflation schedules. I'm not telling you just JUNO. There's Osmo, there's Atom, there's other projects, and you can protect yourself, and you can really fight against it by compounding and staking while the getting is good. It's not always going to be this good, but you better get it while it's there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. But that's what I got today, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It was a long one today. Tell your auntie, tell your mama.
Pushing 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hour stream, guys. Tell your auntie, tell your mama. I do this because I love you guys. I want you guys to succeed. So tell everybody you can. Come back to the streams, guys. We try to do them each and every day. We don't rat this much this often. We try to stay to an hour and a half, give or take. But we give you guys crypto news, especially when it comes to the Cosmos ecosystem. We try to always be 150,000% real with you guys. Yeah. I hope you guys are doing well. Be safe. Don't overextend. Stay in profits. Be blessed. Enjoy your day. Get out of here. Beat it. Go on, beat it. Serious. It's Monday.